If you've been anywhere near the news-consuming Big Blue Nation, and let's be honest, if you're listening, you definitely have been, we're in the middle of just a massive shakeup.
Oh, it's chaos, but, maybe the good kind of chaos for once.
Maybe. This isn't just news. It feels like a tectonic shift. We have to get into the sudden, dramatic, and frankly long overdue firing of defensive coordinator Shane Bowen.
It felt inevitable, right? But the timing, and especially who they picked to replace him, has just thrown the rest of the season into this high-stakes experiment.
Exactly. So what we need to do is get past that initial feeling of relief and really unpack this. Why was it so bad? Who is this new guy, Charlie Bullen?
And the biggest question of all, what happens when you hand the keys to a complete novice?
I have to start there with just that feeling. Pure, unfiltered relief. They finally did it. They pulled the plug. The defense was DOA every single Sunday.
The frustration was boiling over.
And the fact that ownership let this drag on for so long is it's another indictment of them. We can get into Joe Schoen's job security later because, wow. But for now, Bowen is out.
And in steps Charlie Bullen, the outside linebackers coach.
Yeah.
And that relief you're feeling, it's justified. But we have to look at the tension here. We're replacing documented failure with a complete unknown.
A total unknown.
Bullen has zero, and I mean zero, previous play calling experience. So this is just a massive roll of the dice.
Okay, let's unpack that failure then. Section 1, the legacy. You mentioned it, but that NFL record that he tied, it's the single most embarrassing stat of his tenure.
5 games lost after holding a double-digit lead.
It's just staggering.
It speaks to a defense that just had no killer instinct. They were giving away games. Reporters were saying he was handing out fourth quarter touchdowns like Oprah giving out cars.
Yeah.
It's funny, but it's also just demoralizing.
And you could see it on the field, that complete lack of heart. The scheme was, what was it called? The pizza slice defense.
Yeah, the pizza slice. Soul in the middle, so they could, sometimes stop a run up the gut.
Sometimes.
But then just completely soft and brittle around the edges. They couldn't set an edge to save their lives. The run defense was a sieve.
They just folded. Every time the pressure was on in the fourth quarter, they folded like cheap IKEA chairs. It wasn't bad luck. It was a flaw in the design.
And that connects right to the passivity of it all. Think about the talent we have. Dexter Lawrence is a game wrecker. Or he should be.
He should be.
Yet we only had 2 unblocked sacks all season long. 2.
How is that even possible?
It's possible when your scheme is so conservative that you refuse to throw anything at the offense. It's the ultimate indictment.
And that brings me right back to ownership. They waited too long. They let this team just bleed out. They let Mike Kafka, who I still think has a real shot at the head job one day.
He's done miracles of what he's been given.
He's had to choke on 2 more losses because his defense couldn't hold a single lead. And through all this, Joe Schoen is just safe. The assistants take the fall while the guy who built this thing is untouchable. It's infuriating.
The lack of accountability at the top is the real story.
Yeah.
But okay, let's pivot.
Right. Let's talk about the new guy, the catalyst, Charlie Bullen. So who is this guy? He's not a rookie coach. He has 18 years of experience, 12 in the NFL.
Yeah, he's been around. And most recently, he was coaching the outside linebackers. That's Kayvon Thibodeau's room. That's Brian Bird's room. So he knows our best pass rushers intimately. That's important.
And this is the elephant in the room for you, the listener. He has never called plays. Not a single game.
And we can't overstate that. This isn't just a small step up. It's a monumental leap. I saw someone compare it to giving the assistant chili cook-off judge of the reins to the Super Bowl halftime show.
Wow. Okay, that's a good one. That's the risk. But let's look at the hope. We can trace his philosophical DNA, right? This is the key. He coached under some guys who love to bring the heat. Blitz-happy maniacs.
Yes, specifically Vance Joseph in Arizona and Matt Burke in Miami. That coaching lineage tells you everything. We are going from a passive, don't-screw-up defense
to the Vance Joseph coaching tree, which means aggression, chaos.
Exactly. The new philosophy is pressure, pressure, and more pressure.
Finally, we're going to see that Vance Joseph-style chaos. Disguised blitzes, guys crowding the line of scrimmage, making the quarterback nervous before he even snaps the ball.
And to do that, to really unleash that front seven, you have to change what you're doing on the back end.
Meaning
you're probably going to see a lot more man coverage. You have to. Give your pass rush that extra half second to get home.
Oof. That sounds terrifying given our cornerback play.
It is. It's high risk, high reward. It's great until Deonte Banks gets burned on a double move because he's on an island with no safety help. The whole thing works only if the pressure gets there fast.
But the trade-off is worth it, isn't it? Because for the first time, we might finally unlock this front seven. Let Kayvon and Burns eat. Let the dogs eat.
That's the promise. The frustration with Bowen wasn't just losing. It was watching elite talent get coached into being ineffective.
Into being passive.
Right. And with Bullen, you might see Dexter Lawrence used strategically, maybe only on third downs, just to create those unblocked sacks for somebody else. It's a complete philosophical pivot.
So this is it for you listening. This is the aha moment. We're trading a predictable failure for proactive aggression, even if it's risky.
And what's interesting is how the locker room reacted, or didn't react. The reports were that when Bowen was fired, it was totally ho-hum.
Like canceling a staff meeting.
Exactly. No parties, no tears, just apathy, which tells you they had already checked out.
I think they were just tired of folding like IKEA chairs every week. But for Bullen, this isn't a long-term deal. This is a 5-game speed date.
A speed date where he has to show something immediately, and he gets a great first test.
Oh, it's a perfect first test.
He gets to tee off on this weak Patriots offense. If you want to debut a chaos-based, pressure-heavy scheme, you couldn't ask for a better opponent.
So what's success then? Over these next 5 games, what are we looking for? Not 5 wins, obviously.
No. You're looking for signs of life. You're looking for the pressure rate to spike. You're looking for manufactured turnovers where the QB is uncomfortable. And honestly, you're looking for heart in the fourth quarter.
Just don't collapse.
Just show some fight.
If you see that, then the defense isn't DOA anymore. The goal is visible aggression, not perfection.
So we're left with this huge duality, a totally inexperienced coordinator with a desperately needed aggressive blueprint. The question is, can he turn Bowen's ghost town into like Spagnuolo's war zone overnight?
Probably not overnight, but the mindset shift alone is a victory. And you have to think about what this means for the whole organization. This 5-game audition is critical.
Well, there's a provocative thought in the source material we've been looking at. If Charlie Bullen comes in and does exceptionally well, if he really lets the dogs eat and this defense looks reborn,
he gets the full-time DC job, obviously.
He might not just earn the DC title. Given the instability, the questions around Schoen, the reporting suggests he might just earn himself a plate at the head coaching table.
Whoa. Now that's fascinating and terrifying. An assistant OAB coach jumps in, fixes the mess that ownership and the GM created, and suddenly he's a candidate for the top job.
It puts incredible pressure on everyone.
It makes these next 5 games a pressure cooker for the entire staff. Everyone is auditioning now, especially Joe Schoen.
Every single snap is now a moment of discovery for the defense and for the future of the entire franchise.
So for you, the listener, you need to keep watching this. What does a successful Bullen defense mean for Mike Kafka's future? And does this finally put pressure on ownership to make a clean, timely decision for once? The drama is just starting. Stay curious. Just wanted to say a massive thank you for tuning in to Big Blue Tea.
Absolutely. And, a huge shout out always to BLKFREEZYTV.
Oh, definitely.
For the fantastic programming, the production, everything that makes this possible.
Yep. Their work behind the scenes is just really appreciated.
It really is.
This has been Big Blue Tea.